Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sunday, May 31st, 2015, and what a night it was. So let's get the theme song out of the way, and then we can. What is going on? Okay, what that happened? Get the theme song out of the way.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Okay, yeah, that was in the background. Um, and then we can get talking about it. So. Okay, so. Whoa. Well, tonight was Elimination Chamber 2015, and I'm not gonna say that it was particularly bad, but it wasn't particularly that good. I mean, it had its moments, but I just want to say one thing about the pre-show. Like, I know I said too much about the pre-show last time for Payback, but we had the Daniel Bryan talk with The Miz, and good news, he's coming back. Daniel is coming back, so this should be interesting, and I hope we learn from our mistakes and that we don't give him another title shot for a while. Because last time he came back, and yeah, it was like 2 or 3 months, but and then he got the Intercontinental title. But let's just wait some time, see if he's okay or not. I'm probably gonna get hated for saying that, but this is twice now that he had to give up his title, and on the same day, 1 year apart. So I assume it's safe to say we should wait a little bit, kind of hold off, let them deal with their stuff, let them deal with their stuff. Me, I'm a chill. I'm probably be having a job for a little bit, and then see where he is. We don't want to lose him again. If you watched my review from a while ago, you would know that I actually almost cried because he was leaving. But that was away. This is the future. So, Elimination Chamber 2015. It was the first for the tag team division to get an Elimination Chamber and could have saved it. There was nothing special about this match. Nothing at all. First off, I wanted the Lucha Dragons to win because they're a good tag team. Some of the tag teams I'm warming up to, like Lucha Dragons and Cesaro, Kid, and that's about it. But yeah, I think the only good thing about this match was that Kalisto was moving around quite an awful lot. He was climbing up the cage and jumping down from the cage, and El Torito was jumping off the thing too. He was there. He was in the cage, not like in the pod like Xavier Woods was with the New Day, even though there should only be two people, but I guess that's what we're doing. So another good thing about this was there was this suplex spot where Cesaro and Kid and the primetime players all picked up the New Day and suplexed them. That was about it. And I kind of think that as soon as Cesaro and Kid got out, you knew that the New Day was going to retain their title. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's whatever. I mean, I guess let them run for a little bit. It's no big deal. Um, what I would have liked to see happen was at least have like the Lucha Dragons win, or at least get the New Day eliminated, because they're just a nuisance right now. Like last time, they were drinking milk after they celebrated, and that's not a celebration thing. We drink wine, or we become stone cold when we drink beer. We don't drink milk. But yeah, New Day wins, so they're gonna preach to us again for, I want to say, SummerSlam. I don't know. So yeah, next was the Triple Threat Divas match. Every time, every time I assume that she is going to lose it, she does not lose it. It has been too long. I say this all the time. No one should have the title for 100 days. John Cena shouldn't have had it when he was champion for 06-ish. CM Punk shouldn't have had it for a year. Granted, I like CM Punk, but come on, dude, you shouldn't have had it for that long. And Nikki shouldn't have it for that long. It's kind of becoming, it's run its course. Let, like, give the, actually, don't just say you're gonna give the Divas a chance. Actually give them a chance and do something different. Like, it's been way too long. She needs to give it up. Like, have them do something else. They're better than just, like, I say like a lot. I noticed that. But the people we can have fighting now, it's Paige and Nikki, Natalia, and Naomi somewhat. The other divas can't really learn, like, aren't really doing much. Yeah, they're there. They're fighting, but it's not getting any better. Like, I had this conversation before, and when Trish Stratus was there, she was kind of in it in the beginning as like a hairdresser, and then she started becoming a diva. But in the beginning, if you remember, she couldn't fight, but she learned as she went along. That's not really happening here. They're just, okay, your schedule's for a fight. It's been 5 minutes ended already. Okay, go fight. It's been a minute and a half ended already. It's been 2.5 seconds ended already. Like, the one thing that the NXT divas are doing good is that they're fighting. They know how to fight. That's one. They can hold their own in a match. That's two. Three, they've all had some sort of background. And there's a fourth one. They get respect from each other. Like this one here on the main roster, it just seems like, oh, you're gonna go fight? I wonder how long you're gonna last. I wonder how long you're gonna last. I lasted 5 seconds. I wonder how long you're gonna last. There, it's like, yeah, 15-minute, 30-minute, 20, 35-minute matches. Like, they have divas actually main eventing, whereas main roster is just, we need to fill some time, maybe like 5 minutes, get a divas match, go. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of my little spiel. Do something else with the buzz. It's time. Nikki won, if you couldn't tell. This match wasn't anything special. But this one, the match, this is what I'm considering match of the night. Now, Owens, Kevin Owens. This man, I like this man a lot. Like he shows his power, and I can't wait to see what he does on with Samoa Joe on NXT. But this match, see, I was at my dad's. If you watch my actual update video, so you know that I was probably gonna miss maybe like 5-10 minutes. I went back rewatched it, and there was a lot that I missed in 5 and 10 minutes. Like I came back and it was the end of the match, but then when I rewatched it, I noticed that these guys wanted to give up, but they didn't want to give up at the same time. It was a bunch of just pin kick out, pin kick out, pin kick out, pin kick out, finishing the pin kick out, finisher pin kick out. You're gonna tap, pin kick out. Like, dude, they didn't. This match was hyped up, and it was hyped. Best match of the night. What was I gonna say? Oh, I kind of figured that Owens was gonna win because he is what they're calling him, the future of the WWE, which there's a lot of them now. And I really hope this isn't like, yeah, Owens is gonna lose, so let's bring him up. Because then, what are you gonna do with him? You already have him feuding with Cena, and that's not gonna get you far. And no matter if you want to lose, what's next? Like Bray feuded with Cena, and the Wyatts feuded with Cena, and they lost, and now they're not together, and we're still trying to rebuild Bray. Like at Payback, Sheamus versus Bray was a good match, but what is he doing now? Not Sheamus versus Bray, Ryback versus Bray. I am sorry, I am jumping ahead a little bit. Let me slow down. Had Bray versus Ryback at Payback, and now what is he doing? Not much. And then we had Rusev versus Cena, and see how that turned out. And now where is he? Feuding with Dolph because Lana. You can't just have these rookies come in and then feud with Cena, and then it's kind of like, what now? Making job or something? Exclusive sort of rebuilding. That cake? I don't know. Wait. Put me on the spot. Favorite feud, please. Like, Dean? Okay. What next? Like, do something with them. I can kind of give you my thought on what they should do with Owens, but it's not much. So Brock is supposed to be coming back, and more or less he's going to want his title back, and that's may or may not last long. I don't know. Maybe he wins, maybe he doesn't. But if he does, and if he doesn't, weighing the options here. Have Owens feud with him. They're not one and the same, but they're pretty tough. And maybe Owens could be the one to defeat Brock fairly. I mean, Brock has never been defeated fairly. It's always some advantage. Like when Kurt Angle used his brother, or Stone Cold, I think. Was it Goldberg? Goldberg had Stone Cold on the sideline. So have him feud with Brock for a bit. But then again, there comes the question: what next? this is where creative comes in and says something. But due time, due time. NXT is Wednesday, and then they have a whole bunch of stuff coming up that could potentially. Oh God, where am I so? I didn't mean that. I'm so sorry. That could potentially be something. Owens wins with his pop-up powerbomb, amazing, and he kind of does his thing. Yep, you said I can't start a fight and then finish it. Well, I started this one and I finished it. So I have some advice for you, Cena. It's time to go because it's my time. Future is now, and I am the champ. I don't want to say it's time for Cena to go, but it's time for Cena to go. Not leave, but like drop down a few pegs. Become a jobber for once. Don't just be this amazing guy that does all these things because you're really not that amazing. You're all looks. You're all, hey, five knuckle shuffle. Woo. Pin, kick out, pin, kick out, pin, kick out. So I'm actually kind of glad Owens won. Next is the Neville versus Bull match. I forgot this was even happening. Probably because Neville was doing the title hunt when this actually was starting. So it was supposed to be Neville kind of fighting for the Intercontinental title, but he wasn't. So now we're rehashing old rivalries from NXT, even though we know that Neville won. So why are we going to come to the main roster and then fight again? I don't know. I don't understand what they're trying to do with these newcomers, these rookies, because it's not making any sense to me. Yep, we're gonna have them feud with this person. Now we have nothing for them to do. Let's bring back an old feud. It's not, Neville is gonna win because he won the last time. Now he's acting up right now. Yeah, I lost my train of thought because I got to stop. It's just weird. Do something new. The tag team in the Elimination Chamber was new. Wasn't exciting, but it was new. It was you still got something up here, but do something new. Do something different. Make new rivalries. Don't have the same people fighting Cena just so they can be rebuilt again. It's not gonna work. What are you gonna do when Cena leaves? Nothing. It's time. Do something different. Neville wins, and then next we have the Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title. No, I didn't watch Friday because I was helping my dad out doing something, so I had missed a whole lot. But I found out today that Rusev broke or fractured his. Was it broke or fractured? I don't know. Broke his heel, I think, to where he couldn't. So he couldn't compete tonight. So we had to have this mystery contestant that no one knew about. And it's scary. Like, I thought Brock was gonna come back and fight for the Intercontinental title because the way they were hyping it. Oh yeah, he was a world champion. I got to stop that. So, mm, okay. So when who was the first one to come out? This mystery competitor, and it was Mark Henry. I guess another pointless jobber. Mark Mark Henry used to be good, but now he's not what he used to be. He's just there now. Sometimes you fight him because you need to win a match. Sometimes he's just there for extra support, like tonight. It started with Dolph and Barrett on the outside, and I really thought Barrett was gonna win because he was really cocky this match. He was in control for a lot of it, and he was just going up to the things. This is for you. This is for you. I can't wait to kick your ass. I can't wait to kick your ass. This is for you when I kick your ass. For you when I kick your ass. Well, about the third. So it was Barrett, Dolph, R-Truth. Okay, about around the third time the thing was supposed to open, it was at 50 seconds, and he immediately broke Mark's thing. Mark didn't know what he would do. Mark didn't know what he was supposed to do. Was he supposed to get out? Was he not? I assumed that if he wasn't, it was gonna be his turn anyways. But apparently, they're made with the same thing armored vehicles are made. Nope, they're not. They're really not. If you can throw Dolph through one and it breaks, I think it's not. All I gotta say is, from the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, you and I both know damn well that Elimination Chamber doors are made out of the same stuff they make Hot Wheel windows out of. You could snap at one and it breaks. You can throw an iPhone at one and the iPhone will break and the door will break. You can sneeze near one and it'll break. I should stop this now. It's not funny anymore. It's not really that thick. Yet, Sheamus, when he was the final one to come out, couldn't get out. You can throw a man into one of these and break it. But when someone is supposed to get out, he can't just kick it and get out. Think about that. Just like the night after WrestleMania, Brock pushed the announce table over into two ex-champions and knocked them out for 2 weeks. Yet, everyone gets put through a table. Those same announce tables, and yet they're still fine. You're not making quite sense here, my friends. Get better logic. Just saying. He could have either kicked the door or they could have thrown someone into it. But nope, instead, let's all look at him and laugh because we're in the ring and he's not. Well, when everyone's kind of down, we find out that he was blocking it with his little cross. I'm not angry with this per se, but he could have. It was smart. He could have just kept it there. Could have waited, struggled. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't open the door. Open the door. Help! I can't open the door. And then as soon as everyone was down and there was only one person left, he could have been like, haha, I can open the door now and I can win. Nope. You wait till everyone is still in the ring and then you open the door and go, haha, gotcha, bitch. It makes no sense at all. Like, the logical thing would have been to wait and then open it, not just open it right away. But this was better. At least this was better than the first one. The first one just sucked so much. Comes down to Ryback and Sheamus, and Ryback won. So of course, since Daniel was on the sideline, he comes up and he's like, I'm proud of you. You won. You fought your best. And Ryback was kind of like, I'm proud of you because you've been able to do. You had to do this twice. So not only do I deserve it, but thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate this. Appreciate my win. Thank you. And he kind of tried to give him a thing and tell him it was all because of him, but Daniel was like, no. He was kind of, I did that completely wrong, trying to get him to say, hey, you won this, so you celebrate. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm good. Worry about you. Well, Money in the Bank is coming up. So let's move two people from Elimination Chamber for the Intercontinental title. Someone from the Tag Team Intercontinental title. Tag Team title. Neville, Randy, and Roman, and put them into the Money in the Bank. Well, then now it's 6 of the men going into the Money in the Bank. How many people? Is it 9 or 12? I don't know. They did the first 6 Money in the Bank contestants, and it's Dolph Ziggler, Neville, Sheamus, Roman, Randy, and Kofi. This is such a weird combination of guys. Like, Dolph deserves it, Sheamus deserves it, Roman. I don't know about Randy, I don't know about Kofi, and I don't know about Neville yet. I can only speculate who's next. And please, for the love of God, do not put Bo into the match. He's going to look weird as the champion. I know he was NXT champion, but it's Bo. It's Bo fucking Dallas. It's gonna look so weird. No. Nope. Oh, and another thing they announced for Money in the Bank is the rematch between Owens and Cena. Why do we need this? Yes, this match was exciting. Yes, it was the match of the night. But we do not need a rematch. It's over. It's done. Move on. Do something else. Have Cena feud with someone else. I don't care. Owens is just going to get destroyed again. Owens is just gonna get destroyed this time, like Rusev did. It's done. Stop it, please. I'm begging you. You need to cut it out. And also, Roman is told that he cannot come down to the ring tonight because Dean will get disqualified. Well, Dean's match comes up. It was actually really good. The main event and Owens versus Cena were really good matches, but Cena versus Owens was match of the night. So Dean won, and Monday that Seth has this obsession with just throwing people into other people. So he threw the ref into Dean as he was jumping off the ropes and knocked out while Dean missed his big elbow, and then Seth tried to go for the pedigree. Dean reversed it, jumped on the thing, jumped on the top rope, bam, dirty deeds, and then Dean won because another ref came out. Well, I didn't sound enthused there because we found out that 5 minutes before, was it 5 or was it 6? 6 minutes before, Dean had already won because of disqualification, but he didn't win. Yep, if you're disqualified in a regular match as the time champion, you still hold the championship. This rule makes sense, but it's kind of like what he won mentally, won the right way. So how did he disqualification? Well, the authority was trying to well, haha, we won. Give us back that damn title. So they beat him down and go to take it, but then good old Roman Reigns comes out and he saves them. Yeah, they clean up. The cleanup crew. And Dean still gets to keep it because he won it fair and square. Too bad there's always tomorrow. When they're going to talk about it, and then the main event is going to be Dean versus Seth for a rematch where there's two options. Dean can either win officially and keep the title, or Seth can win and get the title back, and then we roll into setup for not only Money in the Bank, but the pay-per-view after, which is either Battlegrounds or SummerSlam. I think Battlegrounds. But I know Brock is coming back because Heyman is going to obviously be there at it with the on Raw because he has that interview with Stone Cold after. So hopefully, if Dean doesn't lose it tomorrow, it's Dean versus Brock. But if he does, more than likely he's probably going to. It's going to be Seth versus Brock. I want Dean to win, but at the same time, I want Seth to win so he can get completely destroyed. I hate this man. I hate everything and titles. I just hate him. So yeah, that was Elimination Chamber 2015. Really, in my opinion, didn't start getting rolling. Didn't start. I am too flurried for words. It didn't start getting rolling until about the third match, which was Owens versus Cena, and then it was getting good. First two matches, They fall flat. Disappointingly. Disappointed! I should start putting that when I'm disappointed. A few things like always. Follow me on Twitter at WKoschnick69. That's WKOSCHNICK69. Follow my friend Oodles. I'm really pushing him because I love that kid. That's Oodles, OODLES. You know I'm a huge gamer, and E3 is coming up, which is like gaming to heaven. So I've kind of decided that I talked to him, and me and Noodles are going to collab on E3 thoughts, what we think is going to be hype, interesting. I should really turn the camera off. Which is going to be interesting. Our thoughts, what we are expecting. So look for that around E3 time. Happy June 1st because this rolled into midnight. And peace.